All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas holiday. I'm back at it. I've done these videos a couple times in the past, and you guys have really enjoyed them. Upwards of 500,000, 300,000 views on the last ones. We are revisiting 5 more early access games that I have covered on the channel in the past. And before we go into 2021, I feel like now's the best time to really look at 5 more early access games that might have launched in not the best state. Maybe they've turned it around, maybe they haven't. Maybe they've abandoned it, who knows? But I like diving in and giving you guys an update on some of the most classic videos on my channel. If you guys are just clicking here for the first time, maybe it was in recommended, I cover a plethora of games from early access to AAA, everything in between, and it's mainly FPS, it's mainly multiplayer-focused games that go on to early access without any marketing or anything like that, and we just take a look at like what the product is. No bullshit. I turn on the game, I start recording, and this is my first experience every time. Those videos have driven the channel to places I never ever expected. If you guys enjoy these videos, please leave a like on them. Consider subscribing if you aren't already. Now let's jump into the first game on the list. It came out in 2018. The video title was DeathField, the worst battle royale ever, and it was basically just me running around an environment. Very like low texture, just an ugly game all around. The UI was gross. The feeling of running around was very strange. You were getting caught on like invisible walls that would slow down your running. It was unnecessarily released without any sort of marketing, nothing like that. And I think it's just because I knew the developers just really didn't give a fuck. To get a glimpse of what this game is, take a look at the clips here. We need to get into a game though. Will this thing ever actually start? So yeah, okay, let's talk about the biggest issue. This game cost me on sale $20. All right, no marketing. There was no hype for this. I never saw anybody playing this on Twitch beforehand. You release a game multiplayer only that requires people to come in and play. With none of those prior things, you're not going to have the people. So now you're going to have a small subset of people buying the game thinking they're going to get the next Battle Royale experience, and there's nobody fucking playing the game. Now, it's never a good sign when you go to Steam and you try to look up the name of the game and nothing pops up. I had to go to the Steam DB, go through the history, see what was going on. It looks like they pulled the game off the store like shortly after launch, and from the looks of it, there hasn't been like a single update. They have an official Discord that has 2 members online, 18 people total. I'm gonna venture to say that the game no longer exists. My guess is, based on the reviews, which it's currently sitting at mostly negative, they probably didn't sell enough to keep this thing going. And that was kind of the main point of my video. I was just like, there was no promotion for a battle royale. People love battle royales as clear as day. As much as people like to shit on what's trending, battle royales are killing it. But when you launch on the Steam store and nobody knows who you are and your game is literally called the Battle Royale of Disaster, I mean, come on. Toss this one on the shelf if you were one of the people who bought this game. I mean, sorry about that. The next game on the list is a little bit more interesting. I thought it had a lot more potential than what it actually lived up to, and that's a game called Earthfall. Now, Earthfall, I first met these guys when I went to TwitchCon. The game was in early access. It was an old school Left 4 Dead style game, 4-player co-op, but you were basically fighting different sorts of like creatures and aliens outside of like, you know, zombies and stuff that you'd find in Left 4 Dead. But I thought it did a lot of good things in terms of like bringing back that old school checkpoint based cooperative gameplay, and I got keys from them to give away at one point. This was back, I want to say, in 2018. I couldn't give those fucking things away to save my life. The game was pretty good for an early access title. It had some bugs, it had some glitches, but for the most part, I spoke pretty highly of Earthfall, and I spoke very highly of HoloSpark, the developers and publishers. Every now and again, you come across a game that actually brings you joy, and you can say that this is something that you would actually play and back. I'm talking about Earthfall. Obviously, the game on the screen is Earthfall. It's being developed by the guys at HoloSpark. They were really nice people. They had a passion for making a game game like this. And when I met them like face to face, like on the convention floor, you could just tell they were super psyched about getting their game out there. But even so, like I stood and kind of watched, not a lot of people were giving them the time of day. And it kind of like broke my heart a little bit, because I think this was one of the games that kind of deserved to have like a bigger community. The game's currently sitting at mostly positive as of right now, recording this video. Based on some of the reviews here, somebody said that they just joined the official Discord, got confirmation the devs have completed the game and left the project. There will be no more updates. It's dead. He says he picked it up for sale at $5 Canadian, which I think is what it costs right now. This is one of those games where if you're gonna buy it, you're never going to find somebody online. You have to like play with a group of people, and you all have to be like, let's buy Earthfall and play it, because you're never going to get that online matchmaking experience. It's definitely a cheap version of Left 4 Dead, and I think with Back 4 Blood coming out in June, if it's something that you guys might have been interested in for like a $5 experience with your buddies, it might be something to pick up. Spend $5, spend a couple hours in the game, and then when Back 4 Blood inevitably gets delayed until 2022, you'll have something in your library to pass the time. Now, if you guys are fans of the channel, you know that I play a lot of SWAT, tactical FPS games, co-op, multiplayer. That's my shit. And in 2016, there was a game that came out called Counterterrorism Unit that was trying to be the, I guess you'd say like a spiritual successor, or more like a game just kind of in the same vein as Rainbow Six or SWAT 4. And I remember playing the game, and it was god awful. Here's some clips.
Oh me in the air.
Oh. Bitch. Oh my god, the spectator cam is fucked.
They don't have an animation, and they just
tilt your skeleton. You literally look like a Michael Jackson video. Oh! Wow.
You have the right to remain dead.
Yo, look at his head. You flipped it backwards.
Wait, Lucy made
Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
Jesus. Right now we have games like Ready or Not that are trying to come out. We have 0 Hour, which, just a quick little thing, they just dropped their update 4 for 0 Hour. If you guys own the game, I encourage you to check it out. And if you guys have made it this far in the video, there's a lot of codes hidden throughout this video for keys for 0 Hour. The devs reached out. They gave me a fuck ton to give away for Christmas. So for the ones who are watching this video in like basically in its entirety at this point, congratulations, Merry Christmas. Go get a key for 0 Hour. Let's populate that game, because I think it's actually one of the more promising SWAT-style games that's on the market right now. But Counterterrorism Unit came out, mostly negative reviews. It got absolutely fucking destroyed on Steam. It's being developed by Odin Game Studios, and I say being developed, I should have said been developed, because I think the last update that this game had was literally in 2016. I think they updated the game once and was just like, well, nobody likes this one, so fuck it, and then they just bailed. This game proves, though, that if there is a game out there on Steam, as bad as it might be, there is still a community of people that are going to play it, whether or not it's one person, 2 people, or 3. You go to the Steam discussions, and there's topics as recent as September of people like talking about like different commands and the shooting not working, and there's people responding. The game was garbage, but I guess people found, you know, a way to enjoy it. Right now, I think the game's $1. So if you want to laugh a goof a gap for an hour, I mean, go for it. But oh, speaking of bad games on launch, do you guys remember Fear the Wolves? Oh God, I interviewed these guys at E3. I think it was like right before this game was set to launch. I talked to them in 2018 in June. Game came out in August. I knew from that interview that the game was not going to be good. The developers that I spoke to were more like PR based. They had zero confidence in actually like having a conversation. I haven't done a lot of interviews, but I went in with a set of questions. I wanted to ask them about the game, about the gameplay loops and everything else, and they had the most PR, canned, organized, and like memorized responses to almost everything. It wasn't even really an interview. It was more just like, take notes while we tell you what our game is. And right then and there, I was like, yeah, all right, we'll see. And then the game came out and it was a fucking shit show. I just got done playing a couple of rounds of Fear the Wolves. I'm not going to be playing any more of it because this game is terrible. It took me 15 minutes to get into a game each time. I was able to watch videos on YouTube, browse Twitter, and then finally jump into a game. It's abysmal. But the bullets just aren't hitting half the time. Where I'm aiming, the bullets just are not registering. The gameplay just feels so clunky and so sluggish. The bullets just don't seem to be registering, and it's just not good. My prediction is this game's going to be coming out next Wednesday, and it's going to fizzle out. Which is super unfortunate. Like, it's another one. We just covered The Culling. We have this game now coming next week. We have Islands of Nine dropping tomorrow, which I am seriously hoping has good performance. Just a side note, I mean, it's really fun to go back and watch the little bit of hope that's left in Big Fry in like 2018, 2017. Like, these last 2 years, holy fuck have I been jaded. Islands of Nine? I was excited for Islands of Nine. I remember everyone was so hyped for Fear the Wolves. I was hyped for Fear the Wolves. Vostok Games, guys from Servarium, bringing this like Russian kind of stalker-esque battle royale FPS. I mean, great. I'm in. I'm all in. And then it launched, and everybody was all out. And now, as of February 6th, 2019, the game has launched out of early access. They have apparently fixed absolutely everything and made it a complete product. The game is currently on sale for Christmas. And you know what I did? I decided to jump in and see where it's at. I should probably look up the Steam charts before I do this, right? Jesus Christ. I didn't expect it to be that bad. Oh shit, it's actually throwing me in a game though. All right. Oh my God. Okay. Fear the Wolves in 2020. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, am I playing? Oh, there's one alive and it's me. Oh my God. Okay. Well, let's have a look around then. Still got those shitty dog noises. Got it. So if I'm the only one alive, am I like simultaneously a winner and a loser for playing this? Trying to find a gun. I guess I'm just a fucking loser. Yes. Let's go. Where's that pup? Let me see how the gunplay works now. Oh God. Hey there, little guy. Just tanks a headshot. God damn, okay. Oh, poor little pups. Wait, that one's in the ground. Ooh. So, I mean, one thing I will say is the game does run better. I had some frame issues when I first dropped in. You know, visually, it doesn't look that bad either. You know what I mean? If you're looking at that gun model right there, the animation's kind of like a little bit loosey-goosey, a little bouncy, but I kind of like it. Unfortunately, this game just launched in a really bad state, but I can honestly say it looks like they've done some work to it. Some of the UI elements, like when you go to like pick stuff up, it looks very like Unity-esque, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't have its own like unique style or flavor to the way the game visually looks like in its HUD and in its interactive elements. But like them gun models are pretty dope. Now that you can see it in, you know, less than 10 FPS, I don't know where this is taking me, but it was marked on the map already. And I can't... Oh, it's my mark. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I guess I must have clicked on screen. So, there's just nothing. All right, well, I guess I'll get a good fucking reload animation for the thumbnail. The last game on this list is a game that I have covered on the channel a few times in the past called XERA Survival. It was a War Z style of game being made on the Unreal Engine, being developed and published by a company named Spotted Kiwi. Now, they were very active in our Discord when they were first launching. They still kind of reach out to me on occasion being like, hey, we have new updates. We would love it if you come back. And it's just something I never really went back to, but I've always wanted to do like a standalone video talking about XERA Survival, but I figured, you know what, fuck it, let's do it here. A game that I had a lot of hopes for, a game that is currently in early access still to this day. They said they plan to be in early access for around 24 months. These guys have done everything right in terms of releasing roadmaps, being open and transparent with their community, putting events on, so like they have different like loot events and different things for people to like jump in, and they try to keep their community engaged as much as possible. Unfortunately, their community isn't really that big with an all-time peak of 1,700. This is one of those games I feel deserved a little bit more, but as I played it, I realized that there wasn't a lot of content at launch. They had a lot of good systems. The shooting mechanics felt good. Third-person shooter. It felt great to play. You could drop in from like helicopters that kind of moved around the map. It had a little bit of survival, food, and water, but it was mainly focused on PvP, action-oriented gameplay, very similar to Deadside. And that's why I really like Deadside. I personally think Deadside is a better game than XERA, but XERA has its own little niche. It's a little bit more arcadey. I want to jump in again and see where XERA's at. So let's jump into that right now. If you guys do want to check this game out, it's currently on sale on Steam for like $8. And I'm recording this intro before I've even tried it. So let's jump in now, see what the experience is like, and then we'll talk about it. So right off the bat, I remember this game actually was pretty optimized back when I played it. This is a nice little inventory system. It's kind of got some Tarkov elements to it. I kind of fuck with it. I actually don't remember if that was in the original game that I played, or if this is a new inventory. This area looks kind of familiar, so it must have been. I mean, it's unfortunate because when I'm making these videos, it's like, oh, I shouldn't have jumped that. I think XERA's a good game. You know, and I think that it should have reached a higher potential, I guess, if that makes sense. But I can't sit here and actively recommend it when I know that nobody plays it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things like, it's like a catch-22. It's the same as World War III, man. I loved World War III, and I love it to this day, but if nobody's playing it, I can't like actively be like, you guys need to fucking play this game. It's so good. Because you're going to jump in and play with, like, you know, 5 other people. It's like, okay. But this game definitely did deserve more love. So the one thing that these guys have been really open about, too, is the use of assets. So, like, this building here is, I think it's on the Unreal Marketplace. I know games like Task Force use this building as well. And they've been very open about it. They said, you know, if they can get the sales and if they can build the team out, then they're going to, you know, do it. You know. Based on how it's gone, I don't really foresee that happening. But if you guys were fans of War Z back in the day, this game's going to be right up your alley. So it seems to me like they've added a lot of like items, optimized the game. I mean, it was, like I said, it was already running fantastic before. You guys can see the FPS counter in the corner. So we're getting around 60. But for an early access title, it's running pretty well. That fucking rain is loud as hell. Oh, they put a Christmas tree in here. Okay. Oh, they got a big-ass Christmas tree in there. That's cool. Yeah, this fucking nutcracker just scared the shit out of me. I thought it was a person. Oh, they got gifts. Unwrapped fishing bait. That's cool. So they got a little Christmas event going on. I wish the rain would dampen when you're inside so you can hear better. It's like in your ears. Oh, shit.
You've entered combat with another survivor.
Oh.
We can't protect you in the safe settlements until the timer runs out.
Oh, now all the robots are going to him? Oh, fuck. I'm so fucking dead, dude. Why did I do that?
Time's up, soldier. You're safe to visit the settlements again.
Fuck that.
You've entered combat with another survivor. We can't protect you in the safe settlements until the timer runs out.
Oh God, he got me. At the start of every season, there is a full wipe, including your stash. Okay. So, very Tarkov-esque. So, XERA is one of those things, like, it's still kicking. The developers are still making the game. They're doing events. They're trying to get people in the game. And to be honest, man, much respect to them, because I don't think that marketing is working really well. They're not growing that player base, which is a big problem. But the game is still being developed. It's still being worked on. I might have to do a standalone where I go through the patch notes, talk about the changes, see what they're doing. Like, visually, just on the surface, you can tell they've done a little bit. They've added a lot of items. The gameplay itself is still very similar to when I played it a year ago, and I should really sit down with them and figure out where they want to take this game in the future, or if they're just going to start working on something new. The game is currently on a heavy discount. I don't know what the future holds for XERA, but out of the 5 games that we've covered today, they're one of the only developers that are kind of still working on their project, you know what I mean? So, respect to them. I hope it works out for them. Maybe this video will shine a light on XERA Survival to somebody who might not have been subscribed a year ago when I covered it. First off, if you guys made it this far in the video, kudos to you, okay? I know I'm entertaining as fuck, but this is a long one. If you guys do want to see like a standalone XERA survival video, leave a comment down below. Let me know. I read all my comments, even to this day. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll cover that in the future. We might make it like a XERA survival in 2021, what's going on type shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you guys enjoy the videos, please leave a like on it. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I have a Twitch channel. I don't know if you guys know this. I stream literally 5 days a week, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. We play games from, like, you know, Escape from Tarkov, even though I'm trash at it. We play Call of Duty Warzone. We're playing shooters over there. We're vibing in chat. There's usually giveaways going on, and that's where I feel like the community interaction is at an all-time high. So if you guys ever had any questions about video games, or you just kind of want to, like, pick my brain over a topic, go over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/BigfryTV. Go follow it. I'm going to be streaming there a lot in 2021, and I mean, we've been streaming consistently over there for years at this point, and I love when new people from YouTube come over and interact with the community we got fostered over there. So I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you guys for everything this year. If there are games that you want an update on in the future for 2021, like, hey, Big Fry, what is this game doing moving into the new year? Please leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I have a lot of videos planned for the next couple of weeks, giving you guys updates on a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm just super excited to kind of get out of 2020 and get back to some semblance of normal. This year has been a crazy one. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas to those who are celebrating the holidays. I appreciate you guys so much for everything you do for me, and I just hope that I can continue providing awesome content for you guys in the future. So, thank y'all for watching. My name is Big Fry, and I'll see you on the next one.